decide if we're going to listen to the entire Rush song or if we need to cut it off, because these people want to talk.
Is it hard to change songs out on that?
No.
No.
Do you have suggestions?
No, I just wondered, if it was a whole process of getting it approved by this and that and whatever and clipping it perfectly and...
Well, there is a process, but it's not...
It's not terribly hard.
It's not terribly hard to do. The hard thing is some of these things, like Friday night, we broadcast the football games, and we had an Artesia version and we had a Goddard version. And the radio station audio on the Goddard version was going out onto the video prior to the announcer coming on and starting his broadcast. And the record label for one of the songs that played on the YouTube feed of the Goddard broadcast said, pull that video off the internet.
Yeah.
So the Goddard announcer version on YouTube of the Artesia Goddard game is not on YouTube because one song that played before the broadcast began got that video pulled down.
I'm sorry, Gene.
So it's a little irritating, these music rules. But let's make a big announcement because, we talked about the trick-or-treating this weekend, which is more of a Main Street thing, but it's still Artesia.
Citywide, yeah.
Next week is Balloons and Tunes.
Balloons and Tunes.
And all this time we've been telling people about the balloons, but we really haven't said anything about the tunes.
Yes.
So you have the news today.
We have the news, the
Breaking
special news. We're so excited. Okay, well, the tunes is twofold.
Okay.
The first part of the tunes is that there's Bulldogs on Review. It is back. It is going to be amazing this year. Susie Parker and her whole team have just rocked it, and she's really, really excited for this. So that's Thursday of Balloons, next Thursday, really, and then
November
Saturday.
4th.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thank you. No, I'm getting my dates
At
mixed
7
up.
p.m.
Yep. Thursday and Saturday, 7 p.m. Estelle Yates Auditorium. And, it's going to be, she said these kids have worked so incredibly hard. So that's one portion of the tunes.
Okay.
Because it's, it involves all the kids. I think she starts Zia Park and high school.
Okay.
And includes all of the choir kids and stuff. So that's really exciting. But Friday night, right smack dab in the middle of that, but also before the weekend of Balloons at Eagle Draw, we are so pumped. We've had a lot of people to ask and a lot of things. We get to have a citywide growl.
What's a bulldog? How's a bulldog growl?
I don't.
They have a really good one before the football game now, an audio.
I heard that Friday night, and my first reaction was, what is that?
It was a bulldog growling.
I have a joke, and it's probably not appropriate, and I'll probably get in trouble. But Coach Maupin had the stomach flu Friday during the game, and I made the joke when everyone was like, what is that? And I said, oh, that's audio live of Maupin barfing in the locker room. It was actually a bulldog growling, but
that's funny.
Two in the same.
Well, I've seen that on
funny.
sound effects listings before. Like, I'm looking at a list of sound effects, and one of them said a 1957 Ford Galaxy 4-door. I'm like, how can you be that specific when you're describing it's a car engine,
Right.
But so that growling sound is Coach Maupin's stomach when he's hungry.
No, it's him vomiting when he has a stomach flu.
Yeah.
Or a bulldog barking.
It was a bulldog growl.
It worked.
It
It worked. I'll tell you, the first sound that I heard similar to that was when Artesia played at Carlsbad this year. And we were getting beat.
Yes.
And it was the end of the game.
Yes.
And there was a whimpering puppy
They were clever.
that played over the
It
loudspeakers.
was a little clever.
Yeah.
It was clever. Well, this is a growl. It's going to be really fun. Essentially, one of the things that made us think of it is normally we have a fire concert with the marching band, with the high school marching band. And because this year the kiddos haven't been able to have assemblies, inside assemblies, they a lot of them, I mean, the seniors are the only ones who have really had their once a year traditions assembly to teach, all of the, tradition, for lack of a better word, traditions.
Pass them down.
Pass them down to the youngers. So we wanted to incorporate that, and we just thought, you know what, something about getting people hyped up and excited about balloons and tunes as well. We just want to involve as much of the town as possible. And so we're really excited to have this. We're going to be able to have 3 balloons inside Bulldog Bowl on the field.
So this isn't in the parking lot.
This is inside the bowl.
The bowl.
In the bowl. We're so excited. So like I said, that's why we had a lot of hoops to jump through and a lot of people to get permission from.
Nothing other than football or track has ever happened in the bowl or graduation.
Bowl. Yes.
Okay.
So we have strict instructions that we were working with the balloonists on, which is awesome. And they're all like super cool about it and really excited too. And so we'll have 3 of them kind of, inflate, stand up, stay there, kind of do their thing. And in the middle of all of it, we're gonna do the, have the band out there, have the cheerleaders out there. We've got the twirling stars coming with their batons. And then we want to make it make it an assembly as well in incorporating, that it is the first round of playoffs for football that weekend, volleyball, how that's going for them. Of course, see how the soccer is going to be, just all of that stuff, but then also leading into like the next season of sports, and make sure to come out and watch, because swimming's about to start and stuff like that. I mean, I know cheerleading will have just had a little competition on Wednesday. FFA will have come back from nationals, which is amazing. And then, of course, we want to push choir that they're doing their Bulldogs on review, and if they missed it the night before, to come back the next night. So I think it's going to be really fun. We are trying to incorporate it like a skit or some sort of fun game, just like a regular pep assembly would do. And then, of course, also just really have a little bit of a fire concert with the band, like they normally would do. They somehow do really, like, they light their fire along with the music. It's really cool the way that they do it and how they have it set up. So we're really excited. We're encouraging the whole town to come out, get excited about, rally around these kids that have been working so hard, not just in sports, but in school, and getting back into it. And
do we have an official time set?
We do. 5:15.
5:15.
So come right after work.
p.m. on Friday,
November 5.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Yay, I got it right.
Well, you said it like your voice went up at the end, like a question. And so,
yes.
November
5:15 on the 5th.
Yeah, and we're hoping by then it'll be getting kind of dark as we're winding down, so the balloon lighting up will be really cool.
The glow, yeah. We're excited. It's going to be so fun. So come out to the bowl.
Gates will be open.
Gates will be open.
Come in and get a seat.
And we're encouraging people just to be on the home side.
Okay.
In those stands. Of course, if it gets completely full, we'll open up the other side for sure. But we just want it to be, like I said, kind of a citywide pep assembly growl. We're really excited. Especially to incorporate these balloons with everything, and I think it's going to look neat inside the bowl. Just hot air balloons,
yeah, great photo
inflated.
ops for sure.
Yeah,
that'll be fantastic.
Really fun.
And then on Saturday and Sunday is the actual balloon liftoff.
Yes.
Days.
So they'll go. Well, gosh, everything starts on Thursday. Really, I mean. The 5th graders get to do Paper Takes Flight that's sponsored by Devon Energy. That's so cool. These kids, unfortunately, the 5th graders from last year didn't get to, but they get to create these tissue paper balloons, but they don't quite understand what they're doing. I mean, they're cutting it, they're gluing it just like they're been told, and then all of a sudden they open it up and they're like, what did I just make? This is so cool. Then they get to go to the playground, and some of the actual balloon pilots are there, and they heat it up. They have a little burner, and they heat it up for them, and it flies across the whole playground, and the kids chase it, and oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So Thursday and Friday, they'll be at all 5 elementary schools doing that for just 5th graders. And then Friday morning, we have 8 balloons that have signed up to go we call it Friday Fun Flight. They get to fly from the schools.
Oh, okay.
So we've got one at Grand Heights, all 5 elementaries, and then since we had an extra one this year, we popped one over at Zia.
Okay.
So, yeah, it'll be really fun.
So somewhere in their playground area, they're actually going to deploy
Yes.
a hot air balloon and
Yes.
then lift off?
Yes. And so
Wow.
it's going to be probably start between 7:15, 7:30. The kids start showing up around that time. They do have permission to come in early to watch them. And then, by the time it all gets done and everything off, of course, this is all weather permitting. So, I mean, I know there was one year where it was kind of windy, but they still inflated on the playground just to show the kids a good time. And one of them sat at Central. I can't remember if Central or Roselawn. I still remember this. And he let 3 at a time, every kid jump in the basket and jump right back out. And jump in the basket and jump right. He let the entire school jump in the basket, so they all got to have that little experience. So it was cool.
Yeah.
But
So that'll be Friday morning.
Friday morning, yes.
Okay.
So that kind of is leading up to, then Friday night is the growl. And then, like you said, Saturday and Sunday morning, Eagle Draw. That's where the community can come out, walk around, talk to the pilots, kind of get involved, see what it's like, where are they from, all this stuff. We have 13 pilots as of right now that are coming. We have one with his son, and he has not been here for 30 years.
What?
Yeah. He's like, I haven't been. He actually came down last week sometime and sat in the office and hung out with us and wanted a little map of Eagle Draw. He was going to go check it out and looked around, and he's like, I haven't been here for 30 years. We thought we'd come check the place out. And they're signed up. So it's going to be really, really fun. And we do want people to pay attention to 13th Street Bridge. That's the biggest thing. We have big, giant banners that we will hang off both sides of the bridge. One says fly. One says no fly. So that will help people know for sure, because these pilots, I mean, we can tell you until we're blue in the face that we're going to have this balloon rally, but we really don't know what the weather's going to look like, when it comes down to it. So they literally make that decision the morning of. We have coffee and donuts for them, and they sit there and just look at the weather and look at the weather and look at the weather again. And so even if it's iffy, then they'll go out to Eagle Draw, and then they'll send up their weather balloons, and just it's very, they really take it like they're very professional about
they
it.
have
So
to. Yeah.
So we put up those banners so that people know, okay, yeah, they're going to fly today, or nope, the weather's bad. And it could be nice down here on the ground, but
different levels.
20 feet up.
Yeah.
Could
or
be
100
blowing.
feet up or 200
Yeah.
feet up. It
Yeah.
could be really bad, and then they can't can't fly with that. So it's all weather permitting. So 13 balloonists.
13 balloonists, and they'll be in Eagle Draw between the blocks of 7th and 13th.
Okay.
So all in that area.
At dawn.
At dawn, both days, yes, because it's time change.
It is time change weekend, next weekend, not this weekend.
Correct.
So that means Saturday morning,
They'll go up
this
around
time,
7.
and then Sunday morning
it'll be 6, around 6.
Yeah, it'll be.
Got to beat the sun.
That's right. I'm not a big fan of time change. If we can pass a resolution saying that we recommend trick or treating on
Right?
a night, why can't the mayor and the council just say we're not doing time change?
Well, because that affects, then our little community be on a whole different time than Carlsbad and Roswell.
You haven't.
How do you get to
said
work on
anything
time?
That's a problem yet.
How do you get to work on time?
Well, what time do you have to be at work in Artesia?
8.
Then it'd be at 8.
But
You'd be leaving Carlsbad at 4:30.
yeah, if people live in Roswell that commute here, then they're going to have to
Move
It would be-
to Artesia.
Gene,
it's
smart.
It's not a problem if you just
Okay.
move to Artesia.
What about when you book a flight and you have to fly from Roswell?
Get a private plane.
The dollars are adding up here just for time change. The dollars are really adding up.
They are.
No, but it's going to be a fun weekend. I wore my...
What time is
This
the football game?
2012. This shirt's almost 10 years
Vintage.
old.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Vintage. Is it vintage? Sure. Can we call it that?
It looks vintage. It's
Anyway,
cool.
pretty cool. This is one of the awesome shirts from 2012. I'm a walking poster. today, again, for Balloons and Tunes.
Not a billboard.
So, no. I get to go to Rotary for lunch
Okay.
and talk to them about Balloons and Tunes.
All right.
It's going to be pretty fun.
It's
Getting the word out to everybody.
getting the word. Well, that's pretty exciting. The Growl.
The Growl.
Friday night at 5:15.
Yes.
November 5th.
Now that's assuming there's not going to be a football game on Friday night.
Correct.
So there better not be a football game.
We're
Friday
very
night.
hopeful that, because it's first round of playoffs.
Yep.
So we're very hopeful for that.
Well, conventional wisdom is, there's speculation.
Yeah. Well, and if there ends up being a game, then
The Growl will be the pregame show.
We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But
No, there shouldn't be a football.
we're so excited. We're hopeful and prayerful that
No,
there won't be a football game.
There shouldn't be a football game.
From what we've been told.
Like I said, there's speculation.
Yes.
Artesia could win the district. Which would guarantee.
Can they? But
Yeah.
they lost to Roswell High.
Yeah, but they beat Goddard. So if Artesia, in case you get the question, if Artesia beats Alamogordo, which they should, and Goddard beats Roswell,
Okay.
Artesia is the district champ.
Oh.
If Roswell wins, they're the district champ. But if Goddard wins, and Artesia wins, obviously they have to win their game, then they would be the district champs. And so that is...
You just have to win 2 out of the 4 games? 3 games?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
So,
Goddard and Roswell are playing each other.
I think
correct.
it's pretty detailed.
yeah. It sounds so complicated.
Because sometimes there's you have to win by a certain amount of points, and it's kind of complex.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but I was told in this case it
Yeah.
does.
It's just win or loss.
Artesia has already won the tiebreakers
At this point.
At this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Artesia beats Alamogordo, Goddard beats Roswell. Artesia's district champs.
All right.
So, but I think
Well,
all
go
three of them are
Rockets.
going to the playoffs anyway. Said no one.
Ever.
Well, if it helps Artesia, I will say it. How's that?
Nobody's going to say it. They may think it.
Oh.
They may wish it.
I
but
have.
as far as saying it out loud in front
Right.
of people,
No, not going to happen. I have the cutest. So we had our family rivalry game,
yeah, I forgot to ask you.
last Friday.
That's right. That was the Goddard Artesia game.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And
And
so
you're still here, so
right, things are great. No one killed me. It's good. So we had, our family from Roswell came in or whatever, and they had gotten the dad used to play for Goddard, and so they got a little shirt for the little boy. He's almost 2, and it had the dad's name and his old football number. It was just the cutest thing. Well, Artesia was playing the halftime show, and they were, playing the fight song. He's just dancing. So we took video of him, and we're like, okay, we're gonna have to post this. That this Goddard fan, cute little Goddard boys, dancing to the Artesia. And
That's
the dad was like, no, do not post that.
all right. We have to go to the news.
Okay.